Hi all, welcome to this Prime Hristo Stoichkov SBC guide, the Bulgarian striker, 92 rated in all, sets you back around 1.3 to 1.4 million, so can smash the likes, would be awesome. Sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter at @GIsALegend, all links are down below for posting the channel and social media links as always, and remember to hit that notification bell so you know when uploads are up on the channel as always. So apologies for the lack of uploads the last few days, just try to obviously get stuff put together as always, whether it be the SBC guides, whether it be team of the week, etc. So if you want to check any of the players, you're welcome to pause it. With humble beginnings, rising talent, as we always say, as always, it's a non-league SBC league. So like we've got the extra ladder, always seems to prove quite popular. Third Bundesliga as well, for bronze and silver. Then you could also go K-League, you could also go Swiss League, and it just works fairly straightforwardly, so it's not too bad at all. And routes will say like 8k, but realistically, as we have constantly said throughout, humble beginnings, rising talent and world class you can do for 30k, and I honestly mean that. Like world class just now, the two informs are 10k, then pretty much the golds, especially just now, you could get all the rare golds, the 75 for 600, the 76s to 80s that are in any of the routes, you'd get them for 650. Not exactly hard. I honestly mean that. Like Walker Peters and Jared Bowen, you get them for 10, and then the rest of the teams like 600 a pop. Cheapest icon is, I've seen just now, is Keane. He's like 530, 535. So right away that gets you the 125k pack, so not too bad in all honesty, but as we're saying, it's not the most, like you've got 10 routes for this, so it's like, it's not cheap, so keep that fully in mind when you're putting this together. Like as always, we're just flying through all the individual players. If there's anyone in particular that you want to make stand out, like anyone that you particularly want to stand out on, then welcome to pause the video. Like this route's like not even 40k. It's getting there. Like I think at lowest you could squeeze it to like 38, 37, 38k, and it's just a bit. Like you will commonly see a lot of the same players pop up, like Inform Sorrentino, Inform Quagliarella. You will commonly see them. Mandzukic is another. So it's like if you've practically got these players in your club, you are practically as good as sorted. Obviously you won't go the same way every time. Like Inform Perrin, Inform Comes are other ones that you will commonly see make an appearance. But it's like this way I was quite intrigued how I was able to pull it off, because others were going more expensive options at left mid and left cam, and I thought I think if you were really lucky you could probably squeeze Carvalho in, but I thought just play it safe, play Isaac Illaramendi, that way you're not having to worry about any kind of like loyalty or position changes or anything of that nature. Like same again, 85 rated route, it's like 100k, and the 84 was 60, so they're not too bad. Yes, you're getting like a 50k, it's a 50k pack for 100k spend, but it's not a complete and utter disaster, and it's definitely more than food for thought, I would say, in my personal opinion. It's definitely, if you're commonly seeing the same players pop up, it would make me suggest that if you're going for these same players like Manolas, like Paulinho, like Falcao, like Icardi, it's just like the 86 rated route, 160k to do, 160, 170k to do, and I was just amazed that people were always going a higher rated, like either a higher rated option at left mid, yet Paulinho was the kind of smart option and just kind of adjusting accordingly. You will see people do like Handanovic or whoever in this team, but it almost feels a little bit daft really. Like I don't know why folk would do it, but each their own I suppose. Second inform Ilicic, very common, 25k his card actually, 25-27k for his card, So for an 86 rate, that isn't too bad when you need an inform. Obviously moving on to the 87, same rule would apply, and the funny thing is you get so much flexibility in this particular one that you're able to get away with Falcao and Paulinho respectively. Dzeko's just a little bit more expensive, but if you wanted to, you could put Dzeko in at left back. But end of the day, it comes down to try to keep the spend down as much as physically possible. The 87 route in particular is 200k, so you've got to keep that in mind. A 210k SBC, it's not cheap. And then finally the 88 rated route, as you can see, it is mostly comprised of La Liga, with one side, well, it's a hybrid basically, one side La Liga, one side Serie A, and Chesney, Perrin, Mandzukic keep the spend down, and then obviously Icardi and Higuain for rating and also nations, and also it just kind of helps. And obviously you're going Isco, Kroos, Godin, Oblak, Jimenez, Benzema, and then you're kind of sorted from there. As I said, that's roughly 208 to 290k to do. You could squeeze it a little bit more, maybe 275, but definitely keeps you well and truly sorted. What I'm going to do as well is show you the loan squad, if you wanted to do loan Stoichkov, because I know a few folk will probably want to do it. The SBC sets you back around 30k. Obviously with how prices are just now, especially in the 83 front, you could maybe get all the 83s for 1k, the 84s maybe say 2 to 3, and then 85s are maybe a little bit more, like 5, 6k, or I tell you, like 7 or 8k. Obviously if people are flooding packs, then you never know. There's always a bit of play as well with doing adjustments for like player changes and so forth. But as I said, 30k to do the loan, about 1.3, 1.4, at most 1.5 to do Prime Hristo Stoichkov, with around 500k plus worth of packs. Hopefully you find this useful. As always folks, let me know in the comments down below if you've done them at all. Smash the like as always, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter at @GIsALegend. Take it easy all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.